Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading for the 10th through the 13th or 14th of November. Good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Sagittarius. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so don't try to make it fit if it's not your story. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. If you want to book a private reading with me, one-on-one with me, the link to my website to schedule private readings is down in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. This channel is exclusively for Libra and Sagittarius only. So if you have those placements in your chart, you definitely are in the right place. But you can also check out my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot, where I read for all the zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces. Please subscribe to both. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. All right, let's begin. I feel like you're going to have conversations with people mid-month about like the choices that they make in love. I hear that some of you may talk to an ex or an old friend. They're going to come to you and talk to you about heartbreak, and you may get a little irritated with them about some of the choices that they make. Watch your words, Sag. Sometimes you guys are known for just being almost like air signs, like really blunt and really direct. Some of you have a mopey female friend that like continuously gets her heart broken. And I think you're going to say to this person, I think you're going to commiserate with them a bit, like been there, done that, let's talk about it. But I feel the need, like I'm hearing that some of you need to hear, you can only lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink, can't live their life for them, that kind of thing. I also think that some of you may have a person around you that, or either you need to be reminded of this or that you need to know this about a person, that they may be chasing you just to chase you, or they think they have feelings for you, but the truth is they don't really know you well enough. They're not looking at who you really are as a person, or maybe you need to look a little bit more closely at who a person is. And because the High Priestess has come out a couple times with some cards that don't indicate like clarity necessarily, watch out for like just like only going on intuition alone. Like that's not enough. Like the facts are important. Someone thinks they know, but they don't really know. Okay, that's what they wanted me to tell you. Out of the Untold Truth of the Heart Oracle deck, Shallow, the Chase, Hoping, and Longing. Oh my. But Clashing is at the bottom of the deck. I also have Roaming Wild. Some of you are very free-spirited people. Yeah, this is why I think this. I think that there is a chase, and someone in this situation, this could be your feeling or their feeling towards you. Someone is chasing and hoping and longing for a person that the truth is there's not a lot of compatibility. There's differences and incompatibility and conflict, and the connection is shallow. Doesn't mean you're shallow or they are shallow, but it's like we do this, like we chase a person because we eroticize the feeling of longing and hoping and wishing and wanting, when the truth is they don't even frickin' know you, or you don't even really know them. So watch out for relationships where the truth is you're not at all compatible, that there's just like this chasing just to chase. Also, someone may be sick of shallow and now they want to go towards something that they long for. I'm hearing that as well. They wanted me to use the Mermaid Oracle deck, which I have not used in a long time, in a hot minute. Time and Tide, Ocean Spells and Rituals, Adrift, Letting Go, Allowing a Higher Force to Take Charge for a Time, and Coral's Wisdom, Colony, Delicacy, Fragility, Works of Art that are created over great periods of time, and Sanctuary, Privacy, Inviolate Personal Space, Respected Boundaries, and Taboos. Okay, I do see someone here that keeps a lot to themselves. I hear that someone has decided to have personal boundaries and honor them. They're going to honor yours. They're going to honor their own. They feel like there may be someone feels like there may be something a little taboo. I also see that with the coral's wisdom, this is about a delicacy and something that takes a long time to create. A coral reef is actually very delicate, and it does take a long time to grow into what it is. If you've ever visited a coral reef, or any of you that do, I hear some of you do saltwater fish tanks. It takes quite literally years for those tanks and everything in them to cultivate. So I think someone knows it's going to take time. And in the meantime, look how she's sitting here kind of lost in thought. She's drawing a heart, but she's like clearly somewhere else. Someone is just like adrift. It's like Ariel waiting on the beach for Prince Eric to come. Like waiting, someone's waiting for their prince to arrive. It's going to take time. They know it's going to take time. I feel as though someone in this scenario may be like living in some fantasy to a degree, or doing a lot of fantasizing and daydreaming is what I'm hearing. By the way, you look super busy. Next couple days are going to be busy. With the Seven of Swords here twice, there's going to be a lot of duck and weave, and watch out for games. I also think that people, when the Seven of Swords comes out a couple times, it usually means people aren't saying what they mean or meaning what they say. They're keeping a lot to themselves. Watch out. Some of you have a person around you that like is obsessively in love with you, but they are not, they're lying to you about it. Watch out for doing that with another person. And the star, Aquarius, is here. There could be an Aquarius involved. Yeah, there's the Queen of Swords. It could be an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, or there is a hope or a need for freedom. Overall energy of the person coming towards you or of the reading is strength. The way someone's feeling or you're feeling is the Three of Cups. You're being seen as the Page of Cups. So you could invite them to something, or someone wants to emotionally explore something with you. Sometimes the Page of Cups can be a little apology, or, hey, how's it going? I care about your feelings. This could be an invitation to love. I think they need to try a little harder if they want it to go somewhere with you, because you almost look like you don't notice because you're busy. What you need to know is the Chariot. There could be a Cancer involved, or travel, forward motion. Travel could be spoken about as well. I also think someone might be relocating for work or traveling for work. And the final outcome is the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups. I feel like someone's going to talk to you about heartbreak. I feel like someone's going to hear a truth that is not something they want to hear, that they're surprised by, or that you're surprised by. So the overall energy of the reading is strength. Someone's holding back, holding on. There could be a Leo involved. Clarifying this is the Two of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. I do see that the overall energy, this could be your energy or their energy. It's often a mutual energy where it's like someone is trying to pick a path to move forward. There's been a lot of excitement and exchange back and forth. I mean, the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands together are very fast moving. Someone passionately wanting to come into alignment. A lot of communication. I have the Eight of Wands twice, so I think that this person's been communicating with you a lot, messaging you a lot. You could be at somewhat of a distance from this person, but I think that they think you're going to come towards them. They themselves may have a very scattered, all over the place energy right now, but they seem to be trying to pick direction to move forward. I also feel like I associate the Knight of Wands with Sagittarius, because you guys, all fire signs, are very passionate. And you like a lot of growth and fast-paced motion. They might be holding back and watching you, wondering when you're going to come galloping in towards them. They may have some fire in their chart too, in particular Leo. Whatever happens next, someone does want it to move quickly. So the way they're feeling, or the feelings between you guys, is the Three of Cups. So it could just be friends and dating. I'm also seeing that maybe you may run into this person at a social event, a smaller gathering. I'm actually seeing like a microbrew pub, or some small event where you're in kind of close quarters with each other, but there are other people there maybe. The Three of Cups is here. We're friends. Friendship, you could have friends in common. Watch out for gossip and hearsay. I do think you have a person around you that is scanning the environment, trying to figure you out. I don't know why they won't just talk to you. Because clarifying, or you won't talk to them, maybe it's awkward. I feel like some of you may get into an awkward situation socially very soon. Because we got the Three of Pentacles here, and then the High Priestess and Strength again. I'm going to interpret this two different ways because I'm hearing two different messages. This could be the person in the environment scanning you. I'm also hearing that you and a person are getting something together. You have an ex or someone external. They may have Scorpio in their chart. Pisces too, but I'm also hearing like Scorpio, Gemini. They're very, very curious. They're like the all-seeing eye. They like to know what's going on in everyone's life. They may not act like they're watching. They are frickin' watching. Oh, they're watching like a hawk. You may have an ex watching tons of Sagittarian readings about you. They could be psychic, or they think they are, or they're intuitive. I feel like you maybe have a person around you that's going to be very quiet and reserved. They notice you, you notice them. It's in a group dynamic. If it's nothing like that, it's like a building and a learning and a growing. You could also work with or around this person. They see you. I also hear that some of you do, I can't remember the name of it, but I have some friends that do it. Like they go to these parties or these clubs or these raves and they create art in the middle of like a big party. It's really cool. I don't know how they work like that. It could be like that. They're very quiet and reserved though. I'm also hearing that you hold back. Like for some of you, this is you. Like you watch and you almost like bite your tongue like, okay. Like you could be very observant right now. I think you have a very observant person around you. They do hold back. They may also have a support pet or animal that they bring with them everywhere. But you're being seen as the Page of Cups. Clarifying the Page of Cups is the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups. I honestly feel like this is a woman coming towards you, but this could be you. If this is your action towards them, you have a lot of, this could be about a water sign that you wanted to talk to, but the timing was just never quite right. You could never get them off your mind. Every time you think about them, you mope about them. You're like, man, that was the one that got away. I've heard that. Or you may be saying, hey, do you want to come do something? Some of you, this is like a friend that like, they have a bit of a wallflower vibe. They have Cancer maybe in their chart. I have Cancer in my chart, and it can do me a world of good, or it can make me a sulky, sullen, closed off mess sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. I feel like you may be trying to pull a person out of their shell and they're reserved and they hold back. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is them. I also feel like someone just like wants you to love them, but they don't want to love you back. Oh, they could be a Libra. I'm a Libra. Love me, adore me. Oh, I couldn't possibly love you back, but why don't you love me? That happens a lot for Libras. No offense, Libra. I've studied that sign a lot. I feel like someone's like holding back and waiting for the right timing. I also think if they have feelings for you, if someone has feelings for another person, they are not trying hard enough to, well, not trying hard enough. They are not being as direct as they need to be. You might need to be a little bit more direct, Sag, because this could be you like moping, really wanting to be with this person. I'm also hearing some of you saying, no, it should be obvious. It's not obvious. He or she is the Knight of Wands. Like you message each other and everyone's just being strong and reserved. It's like there's an elephant in the room that only one of you is aware of. Maybe you're both aware of it, but there's chasing going on. There's a chasing, there's a longing, there's a hoping, right? And it's only shallow because somebody won't let it get deep. Somebody wants to be deep here, though, with the Queen of Cups. I also hear that someone kind of enjoys being miserable, or they don't know how not to be. I don't think that's you either, based on your cards. But here's what you need to know, or your advice, the Chariot. So there could be a Cancer involved. I'm hearing that this might be something about travel or where someone's going for the holidays. a vehicle. Clarifying this, though, is the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, I do think that we may have a feminine here that is trying to get the masculine may travel quite a bit or be at a distance with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. And this couple love is being handed to him, and he's leaning forward and he's being a little too, not too, but it might irritate the feminine, where she's like, do you want my cup of love? And he's like, well, first let me examine it. How many, what's the square footage of this cup? Like, he's got this intellectual side and he kind of blocks it out. Or it's like the feminine keeps handing this guy this cup and he's not taking it. He's just looking at it. This person may be kind of critical, very critical, especially if they have Aquarius in their chart. All air signs can be a little critical with their words. We don't mean to be, but we are. And then it hurts her feelings, but she won't go anywhere. I also feel like, this is a guy that a really good friend of yours chooses, and you know that they're all wrong for her. I feel like some of you, like the untold truth of the heart is things you're going to say to a friend. She makes bad choices. And I feel that way because that could be this guy that she's choosing, and then she comes and talks to you. Some of you are the High Priestess. Some of you are intuitive. And you're going to try to help this person, like, hey, it's blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, I'm mopey over this guy. And you're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's all wrong for you. Or like you're hanging in there with someone who isn't going to open up. Some of you are the King of Swords, though. I can sense very strongly that I'm picking up on Sagittarius masculine energy. And for my guys, she wants you way more than she's letting on. And she thinks she can magically use her psychic powers to draw you towards her. I don't know that it's working, but I also see that she's not going anywhere. The final outcome is the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups. So you're going to have a conversation with someone about their heartbreak or your heartbreak. I also think that if there's been casual dating or third-party scenarios, there's going to be an important talk about it, because I've got the Three of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. When I get that many threes, you may be clearing the air about that with a person, or them with you. Or again, it could be conversations about heartbreaking stuff. I'm hearing that I need to tell you one more time, you cannot save them, okay? But then clarifying this is the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This is why I feel like you're telling a person, what is it with you and your choices? This is why you keep getting your heart broken. He's all wrong for you. He's a dick. And stop moping at me. He's a player too, and you've been a player as well. I'm also hearing that something that is said will break the other person's heart, and it will make them confused and angry. But all the signs told me, when I have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, and I have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune in the environment, which is someone's overall energy towards you, or you projecting this onto another person. Other tarot readers won't tell you this. This environment shit, this could be your projection into the environment. But if that's not how you're feeling, this is how someone feels about you. Like, I do see that you may have a person around you that you tell them the truth and they don't want to hear it. They also might be seeing someone else and they don't like that choice. They want to be with you. They keep hitting a wall too. They keep hitting a wall. They don't make the right choices. And again, because the High Priestess and the Wheel are here, sorry, I didn't finish that thought. Someone is using psychics, tarot. They just might be very intuitive themselves, but intuition's not enough to go on. So in the environment, could be your projection onto this person or this person's projection onto you. I do see somebody projecting here. Look up projecting, Google it. It's not necessarily reality. It's a projection of what we want. Someone is the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, someone has really put the other person up on a pedestal, romanticized it. They're disappointed. Someone's sending messages and not getting the response that they want, and it's disappointing. And I wanted to know what they were so disappointed about, because I almost feel like someone invites the other person over, but there's going to be a conversation about where the relationship goes, and one of you is going to say to the other, yeah, I'm going to kind of keep my choices open. Your intuition wasn't what you thought it was here. It's like not the right time for us. I wanted to know what they were so disappointed about, and I got the High Priestess, the Wheel again, and the Two of Swords. Someone's being blocked. Someone's being blocked by spirit, or not by spirit, but like, when I do private readings for people and I get like the High Priestess, which is intuitive, Destiny and Fate blocked, or I get the Moon, that spirit saying, no, none of your business, or we're not going to tell you the future, or there's no more here for you to know, or your intuition is telling you something, but the choice is yours on how to move forward. I feel like this person's being energetically blocked in some way. Like their intuition is telling them something that they don't want to see. I also think this person may really want to, like they're going crazy. Like they want to develop this with you, but they keep holding themselves back. They might be like friend zoning themselves or something like that with you. I was like, well, what do they want? The Lenormand will break it down more efficiently for me. The Sun, the puppy, which is loyalty, and the swans. This person, someone wants a serious connection. This is like, I'll always bring my leash to you. You're the only one that can throw the ball for me. They'll like hand you this, put the leash on me, collar me. I love you. So if this is someone around you, they're disappointed because they want loyalty so bad. But the two of you, I don't think are the right match for each other. Otherwise, it wouldn't be shallow and longing and hoping. If it's meant to be, I don't give a shit how many times you saw 1111 or what general tarot reading said. It wouldn't be like this. The truth is, someone doesn't have enough in common with the other person. I feel like someone is like, maybe sort of honestly kind of put you up on a pedestal and is disappointed, Sag, that you're not who they want you to be. I also feel like, again, you're telling someone, like, you keep getting your heart broken because you choose bad. You play this little coy, rescue me girl, and you stand here like a puppy dog, and dude, I feel like you will give someone that advice. Be careful how you say that, because that's something that, I mean, I have to say that to people, but during readings and stuff with them sometimes, but I have to be really careful how I say it. We want to be constructive, right? But someone is like really wanting something and the other person's not go in the same direction. Keep in mind, things could be reversed. The roles could be reversed. And I mean, the Seven of Swords is here. Woo, someone is like running away from family or commitment or the rules. It's like, I see the serious relationship. I also hear that someone's trying to break away from like their family traditions of spirituality and stuff like that and have a freedom. I hear some of you are breaking away from some patterns that you grew up with in your family. Your cards, Sagittarius, are the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Okay, so the middle of November, you're going to be like running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Make sure you bring a snack, Sag. Pack an extra set of clothes. You look like you're traveling, you're busy, you got a lot going on. I also see that some of you will make headway on some passion projects, because the Knight of Wands can be a passion project. Like you may have a burst of energy over the next couple of days. Utilize the energy. I also see that you may be like demonstrating something to other people, teaching other people. You're going to run one place, you're going to run another place. Some of you may be traveling for work, or I'm also hearing like you'll work anywhere right now. Like you'll clear off a little section in an airport or something and like get stuff done. You'll work on the road. You'll work in a car. You're going to go, 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 go. Going, going, going. You're very busy. And I was like, okay, well, what's there, Lenormand? The woman, we have 2 men and 2 women in this deck. This is the older, more mature woman. She is sexy. She's a grown-up too. The older woman, the 2 doors, and the mask, the fish at the bottom of the deck, which it has a specific meaning in Lenormand, but my intuition tells me every time I see it is that like there's plenty of fish in the sea. Also, someone may feel like a big fish in a small pond, or a small fish in a big pond right now, or there's plenty of fish in the sea. Well, I definitely think that you have choices in life. I also think you're trying on different, not personas, like you're pretending to be someone that you're not, but the mask is you may be hiding something from another person right now, or you're kind of getting in touch with who you really are. I think you're looking for inspiration. And I think you're not afraid to go against the grain either. I don't think you want the same thing this person does. I'm like, well, I don't know that they want the same thing that this person does. If this is your projection into the environment, Sagittarius, you might be dealing with a person that your intuition is wrong about them. And you need to, like, there will be a conversation that hurts, but the truth that you need to hear will be revealed. Don't ignore it, even if it hurts your feelings. Watch out for comparing everyone or everything else you do to another person. Also watch out for someone needs to watch out for spiritual bypassing, where it's like, oh, I saw 11:11 and I heard a song and then he called me. So what? We put way too much emphasis on those kinds of synchronicities. It's like, what's happening in real life? You know, like, I don't care what your charts say. Like, I don't care. It's not that we shouldn't care about what our intuition is telling us. It's that that's not the basis of psychic intuition. Is not the basis of reality. It just helps us have some clarity. And someone needs to be reminded that if, like, a no is a no, for sure. And watch out for, like, moving too quickly just because something was romantic and charming. So there needs to be, like, I see a good conversation being had here that could clear up some stuff, but also cause some anger and confusion. And then they're going to run away. Don't let someone put you in this weird third-party situationship thing without it being clear. I do think if someone hurts you, they will know that they did, but they won't want to admit it. Don't let anything get swept under the rug right now. It could get worse later. And watch out for eroticized longing, because I think somebody has more feelings for you than you realize. Yeah, they're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. Interesting. All right, Sagittarius, that's your reading for the next couple of days. Hope it resonates. Hope it helps. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Somachandra Tarot. I'm putting up a life message over there for you guys in a few days, and the link to my website, again, to schedule one-on-ones, is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.